Good morning, guys. Thanks for joining me. I think we should probably start by saying welcome to new viewers. I've had a big increase in subscribers in the last month, so welcome everybody. Sit down, come in, make a cup of tea, all that good stuff. Today I thought I'd just came back from holiday last Friday. It's Wednesday today, and I'm going to put this video up on Thursday. Yeah, I came back from holiday, getting on for a week ago, and I thought I would just do sort of a bit of a chatty life update, plans for YouTube, and I thought I'd tack on to the end a sort of new office reveal, because I have moved back into my office. It's not finished yet, but I have moved back in, so more of that later. Anyway, back from holiday, had a really nice restful time. I made a holiday vlog, which I will link up here if you haven't seen it. Might be up here actually, can't remember when I'm filming on my phone because it tends to reverse the image. That was a big long ramble, wasn't it? Anyway, yes, lovely holiday, nice to spend time with the family and just relax. We felt the need for plenty of relaxation, and that's what we got, so that was very good. It was lovely to see Will when we got home. Will is my 19-year-old son, for those who don't know. He didn't come on holiday with us this year, but it was nice to see him when we got home. I think he'd missed us as well, so he'd had a bit of difficulty while we'd been away, some difficult decisions to be made around his future, which he has now made. Came to a decision last night, all sort of grown-up life stuff, you know, that, just that's what happens as you grow up, isn't it? But he's come to a decision now over oh God, should have tightened up my camera holder before I got in the car, shouldn't I? But yeah, he's come to a decision about the issue that was facing him. Sorry to sound a bit cryptic, but it's not my information to share, so I don't want to be too chat more than I should about it. Anyway, so that's good. A few other things I wanted to touch on. The first being longer term viewers, or those who have been with me for a few months or more, will remember that back in April I talked to you about how I wanted to lose weight and how I wanted to get a bit more healthy, and that was going to be my aim, and I embarked for not the first time, let's say, on the Slimming World plan. That didn't work out for me. I haven't talked about it much since that video, but I didn't manage to stick to it. I've been on and off Slimming World for 4 years now, I think, and I lose weight and then I put it back on, and then I lose weight and I put it back on, and I can't seem to get back into the plan. I don't know, it's just lack of willpower, really. I mean, let's not make it out to be anything other than what it is. The plan does work if you stick to it, but it just doesn't seem that that's the plan for me at the moment. And I talked a little bit about this in a video a while ago, I can't remember exactly when, but I had a lot of nice comments and direct messages from some of you guys, and the idea that kept coming up again and again was keto, and why didn't I give keto a go? So while I was on holiday and I had some downtime, I looked into keto, which is basically a high-fat, low-carb diet, and I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to start next Monday. I'm really hoping that it will be a catalyst to help me shift some weight fairly quickly. I can't see it being a long-term eating plan for life for me. I think I probably prefer something more balanced ultimately than that is, but I can't see any reason not to give it a go at the moment, because nothing that I'm doing recently has worked for me, so why not? And I like the idea of it being something completely different from what I've done before, so I thought I would give that a go. So I will no doubt talk about it a bit more as I get into it in videos. If you want to see any more information about that, let me know. Next, I wanted to talk about, actually I'm going to go and drop off my parcels, and then I will come back to you after I've... The next thing I wanted to talk about a little bit was work. For those who don't know, I am a full-time eBay seller. I sell mostly women's clothes, and I've been doing that full-time. I've been doing that for 15 years and full-time for 4 years this month, funnily enough. Again, as I mentioned, I think before I went on holiday, I find holidays a really good time to review processes and work and life, and just have some headspace to think about things a bit more. And I've been thinking about changing up the way I work a little bit recently, and the way that Mel from Sparrow's End, she has a YouTube channel as well. If you search Sparrow's End, you'll be able to find it. I'm sure a lot of my viewers follow her already, but she blocks out days for certain things, and I really like that way of doing things. So she concentrates on eBay on certain days and her other income streams on other days, and I really wanted to give that a go. However, my main income stream has always been eBay, and it still is and will be for the foreseeable. I've always treated YouTube very much as a hobby. It's been something I enjoy doing in my spare time, and I make a little bit of money out of it from adverts and occasionally from affiliate links. And when I say a little bit, I do mean a little bit. But essentially it's always been a hobby. It's something that I enjoy doing in my spare time. However, as I mentioned last week in my holiday vlog, I've recently hit 5,000 subscribers. And I always said to myself, if I ever got to 5,000 subscribers, I would put a little more time into it. YouTube has been a source of frustration for me. This year particularly, there's been so much more that I've wanted to do with it, but haven't given or had the time, because I've been doing other stuff, to do that. I want to do better quality videos, and I could do it. You know, it's not any technical issue. I want to have B-roll on my videos. I want to just do more of the type of thing that I know you guys enjoy, and the come shop with me's and all that sort of thing, and just put out a better quality content, which I know I can do, but it takes more time, and I haven't been able to give it the time previously. My recent surge in subscribers has meant that I'm earning a bit more money than I was before from adverts, and I'm also getting offered more collaborations and work with brands, most of which I turned down because it's not relevant to me or my channel. But there is the odd one or two. I think you've probably seen a pink clothing haul that I did, and I think I've done a couple of others this year. I can't remember offhand, but it means that there are more opportunities with this, and it will take up more time. So that was a long ramble to get to the point that I want to say, and I've now got to go and drop something into this post box, so you'll have to wait to hear what I want to say. So yeah, sorry, as I can't remember exactly where I was, but YouTube has been a bit of a source of frustration to me this year, because I want to do more with it and I haven't had the time to put into it. And this year particularly, I dropped back to one video a week at one point, because I just couldn't commit the time to do more than that, and it was frustrating me. So I have decided that I'm going to devote one day a week to YouTube. This is quite a big step for me in terms of the time that I can give it, but if you can't do the things that bring you joy and that you want to do when you're 50, coming up to 51, when are you going to give yourself permission to do them, you know? So I sort of see it working as I'm going to do 4 days a week on eBay and 1 day a week on YouTube and life admin type stuff. So my eBay days will be very focused on eBay. Up till now, I've always worked in the way that I just make myself a to-do list of all the things I've got to do, whether it be YouTube or eBay or life stuff or shopping or whatever, on a particular day, and go and do it. I think this way I'll be able to be more focused on one thing. I'll obviously let you know how it goes and how it's working out. I always find when I'm looking into the phone, I look in the wrong area. I've got the wrong bit of the phone for the camera, so I'm not looking at you. I'm going to attempt to look at the camera now, rather than at myself in the screen. So yeah, I'm going to spend 1 day a week on YouTube. This is going to give me far more creative ability in terms of what the content I can bring you and all the different things I want to do. I've had so many ideas in my head of things I want to do for such a long time and just not had the time to do them. So let me know in the comments what content you would like to see. I definitely want to do more of the come shop with me and haul type videos. I did the Matalan one probably a couple of months ago now, which had an absolutely brilliant response from you guys, so I'm sure you enjoyed that. And you also gave me ideas of other shops you'd like me to do that in, which I have gotten a list, so I'm planning to do one of those a month. I'm going to do a food type video once a month. I'm going to bring back monthly goals. I really want to hold myself accountable for goals again. I used to love doing the monthly goals videos. I'm going to do fashion stuff. So some brand collaborations coming up with that. All sorts of different stuff. I'll still do some weekly vlogs. They were probably one weekly vlog a month, I would think, and maybe a themed eBay working day type vlog once a month. Loads of ideas bubbling around in my head, so you let me know what you want me to do, and I will let you know how it's going with having a focused YouTube day every week. Make myself a list of things I wanted to talk to you about. Sitting outside my drive, my cleaner's in the house this morning, and I hate filming when she's in the house, hence I'm filming in the car. So I'm sitting outside the drive because I've just arrived home. And I don't want to sit in the drive talking to the phone because she'll think I'm a bloody idiot if she sees me out the window. Ridiculous, really, isn't it? So that was all the things I wanted to talk to you about. The office refurb. I am going to show you the office now. I have had to put aside my perfectionism because the office is not finished. I didn't want to show it to you until it was finished, but it's taking longer than we thought, and I have moved back into it, and it just seems silly not to show you sort of it as a work in progress. So that is coming up next. So this is where we come round from the lounge, which is over here, which longer term viewers will recognise, to my office. As you can see down here, we have a lot of building stuff still, and when we did the office we only went up to here because we're all open plan. It was difficult to, it's always difficult to know where to stop. So this, or not know where to stop, but you can't do everything at once with the best will in the world. So we go to where the room's cut off and then progress with the next bit. I think I mentioned that we discovered we had a lot of wet rot down here. This is effectively a conservatory where my office is. It involved a lot more building work than we were anticipating, so it became a more expensive job, as do so many of these things, don't they, let's be honest. So yeah, this bit hasn't been done yet. Anyway, without further ado, let's have a look at the office. And here it is. Bit different from what it looked like before. Here is my feature wall. I absolutely love this wallpaper. I'm so happy with it. I just came upon it when I was going through one of the wallpaper websites, Wallpaper Direct I think it came from. I will link it in the description box below if you're interested. I'll link everything I can that I talk about in the description box. So happy with this. It's sort of textured and I just love it. It's so different and so unusual. I've never seen anything like it before, so I was really happy with that for the feature wall. The radiator has been replaced. We're going through the house slowly and replacing all the old radiators with these, so that's sort of in keeping with the rest of the house. We've done the electrics as well. The lights for this room used to turn on right round the other side in the lounge, which was crazy. So we've got rid of the horrible ceiling fan and the nasty knobbly Artex, lovely white ceiling with spotlights in. So I'm very happy with that. Obviously don't need them at this time of year, but they will be nice come the winter. For the walls, I just went for white. Let me turn you around so you can talk to me for a minute. Big fan of white now. When we did my bedroom last year, I think it's so easy to get caught up in all these nuances of different colours, but I really like white's cheap, isn't it? B, you don't have to think about it, although you could go apple white, grey white, dove white, all these different ones, but I just like pure brilliant white. I think it gives such a clean freshness to everything, and I'm a big fan of it now, obviously with the pop of colour with the wallpaper as well. The cat flap has had to be removed because all the walls have been replastered. We have a new cat flap to go in there. I'm just going to quickly take you outside. Obviously, you didn't see what it was like before. Actually, you may have done, I can't remember. It's now being clad in this sort of semi-wood. It's plastic, but it's meant to look like wood, and I'm really pleased with the finish of that. Builder's starting again next week, and the whole of the front is going to be clad in that as well. So really pleased about that. I think it's going to look really nice when it's done. We took out the old blinds. They were just white, well, off-white, and we were intending to use them again in here. But when we painted it, we realised quite how faded and yellowed the blinds were, so we are going with new roller blinds all the way around the windows. Oh, you'll also notice I got rid of the window. There was another window in that corner behind the cabinet. That has gone. Really pleased about that. I think it's really improved the overall look of the room. The blinds we're going to have, we're waiting for samples, and I've gone for samples plain but in various sort of shades of these colours on the wallpaper. So just waiting for those to arrive, and obviously I will give you updates as it goes along. This cabinet here, the tall glass fronted cabinet we had from our old house and has been in my office all the time. It used to be behind my desk previously, so obviously even that is a little bit yellowed because it's a few years old now, but it's not too bad, and it's useful for keeping stuff in. Really pleased with my new desk. I'm intending the desk to be clear. I'm waiting for a chest of drawers to go under. Let me just show you around here. Waiting for a little chest of drawers on wheels to go here, so all the pens and papers and paraphernalia will be off the top of the desk, so it will be completely clear apart from the Mac and the printer. That's the idea. I'm absolutely loving this L-shaped desk. It's really great for when I'm listing for clothes on eBay. I can spread them out across the desk, obviously when it's not covered in all this crap, and do measurements, and I'm just really loving the ease with which I'm doing everything. My beautiful lamp that I got from Matalan, which I will link below again, is here with the marble base. I'm so pleased with this lamp. It was £120, and I think it's such a good buy. I've seen them for far more than that. John Lewis had a similar one. I think it was around £400 or £500, can't remember, but definitely a lot more than that. Really pleased with that one. And that's pretty much it at the moment. My rail there is my clothing rail for, I bring the stuff in here that I'm going to list on a daily basis and hang it on there. I don't want loads of stuff in here. I really want to keep it, just let me turn around to get some light. I really want to keep it as minimal as I possibly can in here, so I don't want loads of clutter. I am intending to maybe have a plant and a chair, and a sort of sitting chair and a shelf and notice board and stuff like that, but I just want to do it slowly. I don't want to get everything at once. I want to wait and see how everything works before I buy a load of stuff that I don't need or won't be useful. So anyway, that's where we are at the moment with it. Obviously I will show you any improvements as and when they happen. So I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. As I say, let me know in the comments what sort of content you want to see from me going forward. If you've got any ideas for videos, if you've got any places you'd like me to do a come shop with me type video, anything at all. Hope everything's going well with you guys. I will be back on Sunday with a top 10 holiday essentials video. I think I've got planned for Sunday, so look out for that on Sunday morning. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.